かも計測値より数段上のモンスターが出現する。
じゃあここは C 級だから。
Yo, 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 it's your man MAS. Happy New Year, all right? Happy 2025. We starting off hot with Solo Leveling Season 2. This is 2, all right? They came back with another one, all right? And Season 2 started off crazy good, all right? But I mean, I feel like it's nothing really new in terms of you know what to expect. You know Sun is gonna wash the competition. Like you just know this, right? So I mean, my bigger question, like when watching season 2 episode 1 and probably just like episodes going forward, is like, all right, well, where does Sun rank in terms of other OP characters? Is Sun the trashiest OP character there is, right? Chances are no. I'm not gonna say he's the best OP character, because the thing with him is that he can constantly level up, right? So no matter what the situation is, if he survives, he can get better. That's just the premise of what I've watched. Again, I have not watched the manhwa, however you describe it. I have not read the manga. This is strictly off anime. Again, if you're new to my channel, very spoiler-ish, very we don't read over here-ish, all right? It's strictly anime opinions, all right, anime topics. So in regards to just OP characters, because for the most part, you can watch episode 1, but you just know Sun is gonna win every battle. He just is. And if he loses and isn't dead, he's gonna come back and win the next battle. So I mean, that's Solo Leveling, and I just spoiled the entire thing for you, right? Guess what? Sun is gonna survive to season 3. That's it. Like that's the premise. That's it. All right. That's why I feel like Dan to Dan is the better show. It's less predictability, but I mean that's the anime formula. That's the shonen formula. Like the main character is always going to survive, because then there wouldn't be a story without a main character. But in regards to ranking OP characters, all right, the best of the best. All right. There's like I figure it on like Superman level. So like there's Goku is the Japanese Superman. So it's like, you know, like, hey, like Superman, and then there's like the Chinese Japanese version, that's Goku, right? And then there's Sun. I feel like Goku's a really, really high bar. Goku kind of like, he essentially kind of levels up too, right? He levels up in the battle. Goku constantly goes through these transformations. I haven't like kept up with Dragon Ball Z in a while, so I don't know if he's on like Super Saiyan 7. Like, I think the last one was Super Saiyan 4 or Ultra Instincts, but I don't think that's the Super Saiyan. I think that's a, like, listen, it's a lot of transformations. All right. So, does Sun wash Goku? All right. My opinion was no. Goku washes Sun. All right, I don't think Sun is quite there where it's like, yo, if Sun survives the fight, then yeah, I'll give it to Sun. But we're talking about like a one-on-one fight, no opportunities for rematch, is one and done. You know, like the Dragon Ball Z formula, the Dragon Ball Z tournament. It's like, yo, if you get out the ring, it's done. It's a wrap. All right. So one-on-one match, no rematch. I think Goku washes Sun. But does that mean that Sun can't potentially wash Goku? Yes, if there's a rematch. But just one-on-one, I don't think so. But I don't think that's really a bad ranking, right? There's like numerous like OP characters out there. There's numerous like abilities and things that can happen, right? I think Sun is the best when it comes to like just outright power, but also the ability to learn from like the fights and just get better. All right, I don't think there's like a lot of characters that can do that. There are a lot of characters that do that anyway in anime. We see it all the time. You watch an episode, the main character is losing the fight. They hit you with the flashback. All right, they hit you with the flashback of that character's struggles. Like, man, I remember I was getting it from the gutter, and you know what? I gotta, you know, help my sister feed my mama. I gotta level up right now. And then in the midst of the fight, they level up, right? So like Solo Leveling, just like they literally just were very black and white about it. Like, yo, we leveling up. Like, but that's what every anime does technically. They just kind of do it in the midst of the battle, and they don't call it a level up. They call it like an awakening. I don't know, a transformation. Like there's so many different terminologies in anime, but that's essentially what it is, right? So, I mean, there are probably other OP characters I could think of, but it's kind of hard to, like, I feel like the bar is Goku, right? In terms of like OP characters, OP main characters. We're not talking about villains, we're not talking about all these other aspects. OP main characters, all right? And we can't even include Vegeta in that. If Goku watches Vegeta, Son is watching Vegeta, all right? If you guys want to make that a debate, we can do that. But if Vegeta can't watch Goku, like, let's do the math here, right? If Goku watches Vegeta and Son can potentially watch Goku, that means by default, like, Son is gonna like wipe the floor with Vegeta. And it hurts me to say that because Vegeta's that guy. Just when it comes to like the hierarchy of things, like we all know, man. Vegeta is like the second in command. Like he's never gonna be number one, unfortunately, right? I mean, other power dynamics. I mean, there's like One Punch Man, Saitama. Like maybe that can count. But I feel like that's more of a parody. I don't want to, like, in terms of like true anime debates, like who are the best main character, OP main characters. I don't think that's fair. One Punch Man is such like a trope where it's like, yeah, you can include Saitama in that. Saitama will essentially be everybody, technically, but it's like that's the trope. You get me? Like that's the trolling. That's the troll of it. It's like I don't think there's any real competition or secrets to Saitama. Maybe there is in the manga. Again, we're not reading that. We're not going to read that deep into it to find out the true origins of Saitama's power in One Punch Man. All I need to know is apparently he wipes the floor with people with one punch, all right? Can he be Goku? Technically. Can he be Sung? Technically. You get me? Like, I don't even think that's a fair comparison. Just isn't, all right? But, so we're not even gonna put Saitama in that category, right? We could, but we're not. Just in terms of OP characters, Sun is in that tier, but I don't think he's the best, right? But as the season progresses, maybe I'll see more of Sun to make me believe, all right, he is the best of the OP main characters, right? But essentially he's like the top tier, you know, he's in that realm. It's almost like, yo, he has to be in the conversation at this point, but I can't say that he's number one in that, right? But I mean, just in general, like season 2, episode 1, I mean, I'm being fascinated by so many new things as I'm watching. Like, I didn't know there was a thing called Red Gates. I was like, oh snap, like that to me is what's gonna keep me watching the show. Like, it's not really the fights with Sun, because we all know Sun, like, I feel like that takes away from like the enjoyment, me knowing that Sun is essentially gonna win every battle. Like, even the guy that came to revenge his brother, whatever, like, I'm like, yo, Sun is gonna wash you. He might not wash you right away, but he's going to, right? So I'm more interested in the lore. And like, when you watch these kind of shows, I'm more interested in the other characters, not so much the main character, because the other characters will help you get an idea of, all right, this is where people rank in the hierarchy, right? So in terms of Sun, he's like in the highest category. Maybe not like right now in that universe, but for the most part, he's there, right? But you can kind of gauge the other characters, so the other hunters that were on that thing, and it's like, oh, okay, like, all right, there's like B's, there's A's, apparently A's can have super armor. But then the other thing about it is to like, the red gates, like, oh, there's different hierarchies of gates, you know? I feel like that's gonna keep like the audience and people like coming back for more. So okay, like, so red gates are typically the most difficult. You can't escape from red gates. Like, once you're in a red gate, you're stuck. And of course, if somebody actually breaks through a red gate, that what makes it even more impressive. Again, I feel like I said this in older videos, but limitations play a big part in a story, in a really good story. Some people really enjoy like the OP-ness, the brokenness. Me, no. I feel like most people are gonna get their, whether they believe it or not, that's fine. But most of your enjoyment is really gonna come from putting boundaries and putting limitations on the characters and the world. Because then when somebody actually breaks those boundaries and breaks those limitations, that's when you get, oh wow, because you see it firsthand, a red gate appeared and people aren't allowed to get in or out of a red gate. So if somebody's able to actually get in and out of the red gate, that is the intriguing aspect of it. That's the part that you gotta love, all right? So I'm gonna continue to watch for that lore. I feel like the lore is kind of like what I'm most piqued about. And of course, son, I can't help, like, I'm still like an anime fan at the end of the day. So of course, like, I know what's gonna happen. Doesn't mean that I'm not gonna watch it. I still enjoy it, so I'm gonna keep watching it, right? But, you know, it does take away from the whole I'm on the edge of my seat is. But hopefully that's not the case for you. But, you know, I mean, more Solo Leveling Season 2 videos to come. I don't even think I finished Season 1 videos. So I could just do that right now. Season 1, 10 out of 10. Easy, right? So we on to Season 2. That was in the past. That's 2024. We're in 2025, all right? But yo, it's your man MAS, My Annoying Senpais. If you like the content, please like, comment, subscribe. And of course, I got my own anime/comic. Now, I mean, we don't read, but we read my stuff. We read my shit, right? Please check it out in the comment below or in the, what you call it, the description below. But yo, I'm out. Again, happy 2025.